Hello everybody, welcome back to another Adobe Premiere Pro CC 2021 tutorial. In this one, I'm going to show you how to do split screen. And I'm going to show you how to do it very quickly to make it look really nice. As you'll see here, I've got two videos. I've got a video of one dog playing on the left side, and I got a video of a dog playing on the right side, and I split screened them. And I even created a nice little divider, a little white line in case you want to add that in. And I'm going to show you how to do this from scratch. So the first step here, I'm just going to delete these top layers, and I'm even going to delete all of this, and let's just go and create a new composition. We've got nothing loaded in here. I'm going to go to my Finder. I've got the two dog videos selected. I'm going to drag and drop them into the project panel like that. The next step is I'm going to drag the first dog video in, and boom, we've got a nice little puppy dog here doing puppy dog things. I'm just going to make it about 4 seconds long because I don't want to bog the CPU down with too many calculations. I just want to show you the technique. So I've dragged and dropped in the first video, as you can see. The second step is I'm going to drag and drop in the second puppy dog video, and I'm going to drag it on top. And when I do that, it's bigger than the original video, so we're going to go ahead and make some changes. The first one is I'm going to go ahead and make sure they're both the same length. So that's the step one. Step two, I'm going to delete the audio track because this isn't really an audio video. This is just to show you the video technique. The next step is I'm going to back out the resolution to 25%. And the reason why, when I double click on it, you're going to see that the video of the weenie dog here is much higher resolution than the other one, and it's much bigger. The solution to this is to right click on the video here, go down, and then what you want to do is you want to set to frame size. What that does is it sets this video to the exact same size as the bottom video, and the reason why is because the bottom video was the one that created the sequence with. So we've got two videos and they're both now the same size and they're stacked on top of each other. Alrighty, now the first step that you want to go next is we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to the effects workspace. Left click on effects up top here in case you weren't there, and if you don't see it or if you don't see the effects panel, simply go to window and make sure there's a check mark beside effects. In the search, I've already done it, but you want to type in crop. Once you've typed in crop here, we're going to drag and drop the crop onto the top video. So we're going to work on the top layer first, which makes sense because that's the one we see. On the top layer, what we want to consider now is we know that we're going to be doing side by side, left side, right side. So each one of them needs to do 50%. So each one of them, we're basically cutting away 50% of the video on each one. So what we can do is I'm going to cut away a bunch from the right. Let's go ahead and add in some right. So I'm going to cut away, say, 35% off of the right side, and then I'm going to cut 15% off of the left side. And the reason why is this: I want as much of the dog in the shot as possible. So when we click now, the dog comes in, the dog does this thing. It isn't centered up, but that's okay. The next step here is you click on the video, on the top video, and you can simply hold down shift and just move it to the edge. If you want to dial it in precisely, go right ahead, but here we go. We've got basically the first part of the video is done, where we've got the pupper dog on the left side doing pupper dog things. Looks pretty good, but the right side, we're going to go ahead and crop that too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the eyeball on the V2 track here to hide the top layer. I'm going to make sure I'm clicked on the bottom layer, and we're going to go ahead and crop this one as well. So I'm going to drag and drop the crop effect onto the bottom layer as well. So the bottom video now has crop, as you can see here. And let's just scroll through this to see where the puppy's pretty much in the middle of this shot. So we're going to take 25% off the left, and we're going to take 25% off the right. Now you will see the black underneath it. That is not to worry. It's just because we don't have anything underneath. But once we move it, it will be okay. So the bottom one is on the left side. So we're going to move this top one. Holding down shift, I'm just going to push it to the right side like this. And somewhere around there. And again, you can dial it in perfectly here using position and scale. Actually, I think it is perfect, but anyway, you can do that. So when I left click on this eyeball now, I've got a video on the left and a video on the right, and that's exactly what we want. This is a perfect split screen. The puppy dogs aren't exactly perfect in this one because, well, hey, they're not exactly sitting still in the middle of the shots, but hey, that's okay. But that's how you do it. If you want to create a more specific divider between them, you can go ahead and do that. You can actually go up here and go to File, New, and do we want to do it that way? No, I don't think we want to do it. We want to go to Graphics, New Layer, and then go with a rectangle. I'm going to create a rectangle. It's going to be just a generic rectangle. I'm going to move it to the top like this, and then I'm going to move it to the bottom, and then I'm going to reduce the size of it. So I'm going to make it a little, this is way too wide. I'm going to have it very thin. So I'm just going to pull it in a little. Oh boy. Come on, computer. Work with me. There we go. All right, pull it in. I'm going to pull the other side in, even though it's not behaving as well as I would like it to. There we go. I'm going to make it nice thin. And again, it's not centered. That's nothing to worry about. Now I'm going to go to the graphics up here at the top. So we just went to graphics, we created a new layer, and we created a rectangle. Now we go up to window. And actually, you know what? Let's go to graphics here. So we're going to click on the graphics workspace. And when we do that, you're going to see when I click on edit here that I have the ability to align and transform, to center it. So I'm going to left click on vertical center, and then I'm going to left click on horizontal center, and that's exactly in the middle. And that is pretty much a perfect split screen. I know it's very simple and nice and basic, but that's how you do it, guys. Thanks for watching this tutorial. I got a ton more stuff coming up. Stay tuned.